Welcome. In this series of videos that I'll be publishing over the next few weeks, I'm going to talk about adopting older kids. And first thing I want to start with is that when my wife and I started looking at adopting, our lives were like this tranquil river that you see behind me. Nice and quiet and peaceful. And we thought we had everything we needed in our life. And maybe that was true. But this was our normal, looking at the river. Nice quiet days, dinner, conversation between the two of us, but there was something missing. There was a hole. And while we had talked about adopting for a long time, we never gotten around to it. And there are days, I won't lie, that now that our lives are full with the two older kids, we long for this peaceful river. But that doesn't mean that adopting older kids is bad at all. As a matter of fact, I think it's even better because, yes, bringing kids into your home is like having rapids, with twists and turns and feeling like danger at every step of the way. But older kids are worth it. Their firsts are worth it. One thing when you're adopting older kids is recognizing that things take time. It takes time to fill out the paperwork. It takes time to do the classes. And even once you're matched with the children, and even finding the children before that, that takes time. But it's worth it every single step of the way. Even when you're working with kids, and like our youngest, he's the attachment kid. And it's hard for him to attach to anyone. But over the 3 years that he's lived with us, slowly that has eroded away. And that's the one thing to keep in mind is when you're adopting kids and they move into your home, you're not going to see changes overnight. And managing your expectations is a big myth or a big thing to focus on, because it tells you in the classes to kind of lower your expectations on whether or not you're going to be called mom and dad. But I don't know if they thoroughly tell you what you need to know when it comes to adopting any kind of kids. And that is the fact that kids take time. In our family, one of the first rules that we set up with my wife and I is that we were going to focus on connection. So we were focusing on bonding with the kids more than anything else, because throwing a schedule at them the very first day and saying this is what we're going to do for older kids is a losing battle. It's a losing proposition. These kids have been on a schedule, as they know it, for most of their lives if they've been in foster care for up to 10 years like my kids were. So we've had to rephrase some of the terminology. But again, it takes time. You have to give the kids their breathing room. Now, that doesn't mean that we didn't have set rules in place, but I won't lie. We had a sheet up on in our room or in the house that said, this is what the expectation is. And this is what the outline is of what we're going to be doing. Wow. I've never seen kids get that frustrated and we're like, nope. So that's where we focused on the connecting. And as much as I'd like to say that, yeah, we immediately threw all the chores at them and stuff, we didn't. We took time. Even their showering for the first day. These kids hated showering, but we pushed through it. We kind of compromised. Okay, well, you guys have to at least shower every other day. Now, that may sound a little crazy and creepy, but it worked. And then we snuck in another day, of all things, and they didn't even know what had happened. So be aware of that when you're looking at adopting older kids and trying to figure out how you're going to schedule things with them. And finally, when it comes to the connection and managing your expectations, is just for you to be patient and self-care for yourself. What happens in adopting older kids is, again, one of the most glorious things, but it takes its toll on you. I won't lie. But that is so worth it when you're able to do that. So, again, be patient with the kids. Definitely go out there and try to do your best to be patient with them, and you'll be very happy and surprised with how things turn out. Thank you for watching.